everyone, and welcome to the most monsters day of the week, Monday. I'm Nin,
And I'm Francie.
and we are two idiots talking, and telling stories about monsters because we can, even though we have no qualifications. And
At
we
all.
are, yeah, we just like talking about monsters and role playing games and games in general. And if you are listening to us, you are invited to join us on this magical journey of us finding out, or well, me finding about what Francie has found out about a monster of our chosen flavor for the day.
Magical Journey sounds amazing. It kind of sounds like the advertising, like I don't know, like a new ride on like a uh, some fucking Disneyland or something. It's like, welcome to this magical ride, new and improved in Monsterland. I don't know.
Welcome to
Like,
the magical ride of dumbassery and monsters. You're welcome to stay.
welcome to our Monster Fuckers Anonymous. I'm Francie and I have a problem.
So, what's the monster we are uh looking at today, Francie? Please tell me.
Inspecting. We are analyzing. No. Today I have for you and for the listeners prepared the subject of the Banshee. We did have ghosts before. This is a special type of ghost spirit. The Banshee is uh, well, predominantly or like mainly at all just nope, just really just found in Irish folklore. So it's like an Irish thing. Um
What was that iris thing you said there?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry.
A
I sort
spirit possessed me.
of meant an Irish spirit, like real.
A ghost
I
a
need to
ghost
stop.
possessed me and gave me a bad accent. It wasn't me. No.
Uh,
Uh
I
it's
need to
that's
stop. Please
no.
don't feel bad.
No, it's okay. It's fine. This is what happens. That's what happens when I DM, when I suddenly change accent without noticing. And it's like, wait a second, how did that work? I just
Oh,
get
it's
possessed by
even
spirit.
better when you can't fucking place the accent like
Yeah, like how?
during
Where did I?
the Call of Cthulhu.
Oh God, yeah. I just yeah. We as as a side note, we did recently play a Call of Cthulhu one shot, and I tried to do a voice for like an older lady,
A
and
grandma.
it's just a grandma, and she just I I
She
it
was
just
so.
I don't know what happened. I can't apparently can't do older voices without switching into like Russian grandma or like Polish grandma. I don't know why. Like it just switched. Then then it kind of went into like Count von Count from Sesame Street, but make an old lady,
You
and it just
were
got
really
weird.
fluctuating like
It was
between
hard. Yeah, it was
like some
bad.
really bad like accents. I
Yeah, it
don't
was
know.
like every sentence was another accent, another voice. I don't know what happened. I think my brain short circuited at that point. It just I don't know. Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad. So,
So that's
but
the
to
reason why we are most likely not going to be doing any kind of accents for our
ever.
monster creations during our podcast
Yeah,
because we're not voice actors and I can
yeah.
barely speak English.
How does language? I how? Yes, no, but yeah. So Irish folklore, the Banshee. To get back on track, I think
how how
this is
th-
the fastest we sidetracked ever.
yeah,
I,
that's a new record. Great job,
it's
Francie.
amazing.
We did it.
Wait, you sidetracked, not me.
No, it's a group effort. I'm tracking you with me.
There's no I in team. Yeah, but so the Banshee, yes, yes. The Banshee is a female spirit from Irish folklore and is kind of works like the Grim Reaper, but not as in she brings the souls of the deceased to the afterlife, but she's kind of uh like the alarm siren when somebody died or will die soon. So she basically heralds the death of a family member by wailing, shrieking, or keening. Keening,
Nope.
I did not know was a word, but apparently it's a special thing um, that Irish people have. I will come back to that later. I will explain that
Okay,
later.
okay,
I
please do because I
didn't
have
know
no
about that.
idea what that means.
Yeah, it was like, is this like a synonym for like all the words that came before in this sentence? No, it's a special thing which I did not know about, but it's kind of cool. But more on that later. First, I'm going to tell you about the appearance of the banshee. So how do they usually look, or how have they been not depicted, but how have they been seen, kind of. So there are, of course, like with every folklore creature or mythological creature, there are different versions and varieties and whatever. Uh,
Flavors.
Flavors. It's not really a flavor. It's just like,
A
well,
mouthfeel.
enough. Don't put a banshee in your mouth. That sounds unhealthy. And if you do, ask for consent, please.
Yeah,
That's
that's good. As
only
if you can
on
put the banshee in your mouth.
yeah, only consensual banshee voring, please.
Oh God! Don't say war. That's bad. Banned. You can lick.
Just censored. Censored. Just the word war is censored now. Um, if
Don't
I
test
can't say
me.
fuck, I can say war. Like
I will banish
censor
this
this.
word. I have the power. I'm the one who edits this shit. I am the god of this podcast.
Sure, sure. I will tell people on Twitter that I said the word, so you better leave that in. Um,
No. Okay, I might.
we'll see. So how do banshees look? Well, there's one version where it's just like a lady with long hair, a gray cloak over a green dress, and basically just eyes red from crying, just a lot constantly, just like wrecked. Um, or you have the version of just a white dress. You have red hair and just ghastly pale, like very, very pale complexion, just well, ghostly, basically. They can be different sizes. So, like, some people say uh, the banshee they saw, or like banshees in general, are very small compared to a normal person, which kind of brings in this like fairy thing because, well, in apparently banshee translates vaguely to fairy woman. I mean, in Irish mythology, you have the Fae and all that great stuff, which we might talk about in another episode. But yeah, so either they can be very small, they can be just huge, like double the size of a human being, or just normal human size.
Oh
Um,
my God! A giant yelling and screeching woman sounds
yeah,
horrifying.
like imagine Slenderman size, but just screaming at you, which
Oh
is
God!
terrifying, kind of, pretty much. But yeah, also you can have just the version where the banshee looks like just a sweet virgin girl who died young,
Oh
but
my God!
is
Version Squad is here again.
again with the virgin squad. But like this singing virgin lady who was part of the family she's haunting or warning or telling about a death, basically. Which is because uh yeah, that's the thing. Also sometimes you have like more the this shrouded woman crouched beneath the trees at night with like a veil covering her face, or also like a stereotype witch that can just fly past the moonlight, just away from you, which is also cool, I guess. I don't know. They can banshees come in varying shapes and sizes and appearances because, well, generally every basically every big family in Ireland is supposed to have their own banshee, which is why you have like sometimes it takes the appearance of like a young woman who died in that family. It could have been like eons ago or just recently, but that's how they would look to basically tell their family, oh, okay, this another person died or will die. So that's like a thing. Like every big family is supposed to have their own
But what
banshee.
if it's a small
Um,
family?
and well, it's like a generational thing. Like you have like these family trees of like big families, which kind of like if you the way I understood it is kind of like if you have the clans in like Scotland, where every has like their own colors and whatever. It's kind of like the same in Ireland, where you have like the big families with a huge family tree, and each have their own banshee. But I suppose there would be banshees for like just smaller families who don't have any connection to like the big ones. I honestly I don't know. I
Imagine
just
someone
I
having a
suppose
personal banshee because they just changed their name and there's no one else they have in with that name.
that would be fun.
Hello, I'm your personal banshee. You're about to fucking die.
I mean,
Oh
that's
shit!
the thing. That's the thing. The person who's gonna die or will die doesn't see the banshee, as far as I understood it. Like the family members of that person will see the banshee and know, okay, and the person who's not here, probably who can't see her, is gonna die or has died, but not the person who's dying. Which is, if you're warning people, then maybe warn the person who's about to die.
You're about to fucking die. And then it's
Yeah,
just like, oh, oh, oh. Maybe I
yeah.
shouldn't.
It's
Uh,
yeah, it's a thing. So, but to get back to what I said before, like one of the parts of the banshee is the screeching and screaming and wailing and like being sad loudly. And part of that is keening. Keening is apparently, which I didn't know about because I'm from Germany and I have no idea what Irish people are up to or have been up to in history, because that's not what we get taught in history class in school. Um, but apparently, it's a traditional part of mourning is a keening woman, which keening is basically like poetic animal elements of basic text of about like the deceased and like the praise for the deceased and like an emphasis of the like sad condition of those left behind. Like people are sad and just saying that, but also set to like a vocal lament. It's like I should have done this. I have not looked up if there are like videos of this generally of people doing that just for educational purposes, but it's kind of like this singing esque thing as far as I understand it. This could be one woman who does this for like at a funeral, or it could be multiple women. And also it's accompanied by like physical movement, like just rocking and kneeling or just even clapping. And they have been, or I don't know if there still are, not sure, but there have been professional keeners who get paid for this, and the best keeners were in very high demand. So you have basically this person who's professionally kind of singing, wailing about the deceased as like this traditional part of mourning.
I
Uh,
think I have heard about that,
I
and
have
also
never
heard
heard about
about
that.
something close to that in other cultures.
It would make sense.
I don't quote me,
Mhm.
I believe Sami people have something similar, but it's not called that.
Mm.
And I know there are other. I'm not sure which ones, but I have heard of that kind of like mourning type of ritual, mourning type of ritual happening across the globe. It's interesting. I didn't know like Irish culture had that, but also I feel like I have heard about that before.
Okay. Yeah,
If anyone is from any of like area that still does that or has done like anyone knows about that, please do tell us as
yeah.
always.
It
We're
is fascinating because like I have no connection at all to this concept of that's how it's done. So I would love to hear more about it because the sources I found were very short and not really telling me much.
I
Honestly.
technically once based a bard around that. I didn't know it had a word.
Okay.
But basically just the part that just like funeral rites and sings sad wailing tunes for the lost.
Aww.
So basically like that, but I didn't know it was there was a word for it. So the more you know.
Yeah, it's like we have some educational content sometimes, but
Yeah,
also take that with a grain of salt because again, we are not at all qualified for this. We just shoot the shit here,
which is the
basically.
reason why we keep telling you guys this because we
Yeah,
really recommend you guys to search on your own as well.
yeah,
I know
just
Francie does great job, but we are
no,
only two people, and well, one person
yeah,
who is
like
looking into stuff, and then there's me who's acting like a dumbass.
acting.
Don't call me out, bitch. I might be a bit of a dumbass, a professional dumbass, if you wish. Uh,
Can you also be hired to be a dumbass as a part at a party or something? I guess we
yep,
hired a dumbass. You hired a
this
what?
is Nin, a dumb of ass, but pure of like heart, trying their best.
Yeah,
They will act like a dumbass, so you will look like a smart
they
bean.
they will entertain us with their dumbassery. It will be interesting.
Just stand beside them, and it's fine. You will look good.
Protect them, give them some food and maybe a blanket, and they will be fine. Um, but yeah, so yeah, this is a very cool subject, and I really would love to hear more about it. Again, as we said, no qualifications, and please don't take us as your only source of information on this. If you're interested in this, please do your own research, find out more, talk to people who are Irish. If there are Irish people listening, please correct us. Please correct me. I'm the other dumbass who's researching this. So if you have more information on this, please, I would love that. Just the comments are there, and you can also scream at me on Twitter uh, that I did something wrong. I will take the criticism and corrections with much love.
I can
Um,
also be screamed at, like a banshee screams at people.
it's not really screaming. Like you don't have like this ghostly woman stand in front of you, go ah. That's not how.
That's how I would do it. I mean, that would scare me into being like, oh fuck, someone's dying. It might be me because I'm having a heart attack, but oh shit,
It's more
jump
like
scare.
it's more like sad wailing, I think, and not just going ah. You know, it's not really. I just yeah, but yeah. So basically, the banshee does sing this lament when a family member has died or was about to die or is about to die, depending. So even if they died far away or the death of a family member is close, the family or the household would know first. Like that would be their first warning of, uh, oh, uh, Greg, far, far away in the war, did die because Susan saw a banshee or something. Basically, that you would have that information even before you physically got that information.
Just like prepare your butts for depression. There you go.
Yeah. So, and
Thanks,
also,
Ghost.
thanks, Banshee. You're good. But also, a banshee can predict death. So they wouldn't just know if somebody has died and tell the family, but also if somebody was to die or was about to enter a situation where they most likely were not going to get out of alive, they would warn the nearest people or family about that. Again, not warning the person doing that, but warning the people around them.
Maybe Banshee is just providing like funeral services where she's like, hey, you might want to like prepare a casket or something because this dumbass is about to fucking die. They don't know about it,
That,
but you know, so prepare yourself for uh, having to deal with that. So, okay,
yeah.
thanks, bye!
That dumbass is about to yeet themselves off of a cliff. They said it's for the vine. I think I already predicted that that app is gonna die, so I don't know what they are doing, but please make sure you have a nice casket. Bye!
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And also, what I found out is that if you see multiple banshees, or there are multiple banshees seen,
They're lesbians.
also maybe, but also it means that someone great or holy has died or will die. So if there's like a saint or some great person of import, they will die soon or have died. So the people will know about this great person, you know, pushing up daisies. There have been banshees used in pop culture in a lot of series I found. So the best thing is, what I found is that a lot of like children's series have banshees, which I would not have thought, but apparently, the easiest are like Monster High, which was like a thing. If I don't know if it's still running. I'm pretty sure there are like still toys being sold, but there's like a banshee character. The animated series for gargoyles had banshees. Fucking Scooby Doo, of course, but there's always like, is it really a banshee? It's probably just a person in a costume. Yeah, fucking SpongeBob had banshees. Apparently, I'm not sure I would confirm that. I have watched a lot of SpongeBob when I was a child. I don't think there was ever a banshee. Maybe they talked about one. I'm not sure. I just saw it being listed somewhere and I was like, I'm not too sure about this, but I do want to bring it up in case because I do want somebody to link me that episode. Um, Also, what I did see as a child was an episode of the real Ghostbusters, which is the animated series for the Ghostbusters, but with I think different characters. They did not look like the movie ones, at least. And what I loved about this was that there was a banshee who masqueraded as an Irish pop singer to mind control the world. And I
That's
fucking loved it. It was amazing. I just love the concept of it. So yeah, I was really loving that episode when I was a child, and I saw that on a list. And I was like, "Oh God, yes, this was a thing. I did see that. It was amazing." So I did love that. Of course, banshees are a thing in video games, especially like fantasy role playing games. You have Fable, who has banshees as enemies. Fucking RuneScape apparently does,
oh
and
yeah, Diablo series has.
Diablo. There are what came out a lot is like things being called a banshee without actually being a banshee.
Oh
Like
yeah.
again, Mass Effect 3 had these uh, corrupted Asari, like Asari husk, as like kind of like special infected in Left 4 Dead, where like corrupted Asari who basically were super fast and would scream at you and you would instantly die, which is why they were called banshees in game. Uh,
I
in
feel like there is something like that in Destiny as well. I'm not 100% sure, but what I gather is a lot of games, if there is an enemy that screams and you die, are called banshees
Yeah,
because.
pretty much. There's also in comics there's a mutant from the X Banshee. She has like sonic powers. And there were, of course, in TV shows that basically had like this supernatural, magical, mystical vibe, like Charmed, which was one of my favorite series to watch ever, and I still kind of love it. I haven't watched it in a while, so maybe it didn't age well, but when it came out, I really loved it. Supernatural, the TV series,
Of course.
had banshees, of course, and like just so many more. Like just it's a lot. It was hard to pick some that were important. So if you have more source not sources but like more appearances of banshees in pop culture in any type of media, please comments are there, please interact, that would be fun. And also I would love to see more stuff about banshees in pop culture because they are pretty cool. Um, in games, of course, we have good old D&D again coming in with the Banshee as an enemy. I did look at the set block again. They are challenge rating 4, so not that cold if you think about it. They are chaotic, evil, undead, which makes sense, I guess. But also, uh, where I would, because they are challenge rating 4, which is not that bad, I think. But also that once per day they get the whale ability,
Oh
which
yeah.
just gets, if you fail a constitution check and you just drop to 0 HP instantly.
Yeah, it's like a luck thing. Like if all of your party rolls really bad, you're fucked.
Hmm.
But like otherwise you're just there like, okay.
And you like, you if you have certain players who know like stat blocks or look at stat blocks of monsters, you can't fudge the rolls because they are rolling. And if they tell you, okay, I rolled a 10, you can't just be like, okay, yeah, you met the DC, even because they might know and you will know the DC is 13.
There is that one player who is usually a DM because no one else wants to DM, so they're
Yeah.
always just DMing. And when you just bring that up, you're just like, yeah, you totally make the same. And this is like, are you sure about that?
Yeah, but I mean that is also uh, fudging rolls as a DM is, I think, not as bad if you basically do it to not TPK people, where it's like, okay, two are already down. I don't want to, TPK them or whatever. I want everyone to have a good time. I mean, if they are down for it, sure, but I also don't want to have like this super NPC drop in and like rescue them or something. Then honestly, why not? Why do you? I mean, I'm not fudging rolls to hurt people more as a DM because that is just evil. We go like, oh no, I definitely net 20'd you. Like the enemy does double damage, so fuck you. That would be horrible. But if you go like, oh, they are very low on HP. This is a very hard battle. I did not think about this before.
I
This
have
may
fucked
be a
up. I
lot.
have
I
fucked
have
up.
fucked up.
Abandon the mission.
Or just the players are very unlucky, and I'm like, mm, now the big bad net 20 that the cleric who's like at 7 hit points, and you're like, oh yeah, he doesn't hit. Should, nope, doesn't
Doesn't.
hit.
Nope.
Good.
That's totally a 7 that I
Mm,
rolled, not
yeah,
natural
net
20.
1 he kills himself. It's just very unlucky,
He
sorry.
just falls
you
down.
you yeah, you good. Like, that is it is a thing I have done and will still do in the future. But yeah.
Something that is interesting though, that for example D&D Banshee brings up is that
Hmm.
usually Banshees seem to be categorized as like undead or ghost, but you
Hmm.
mentioned that they were actually like fae creatures or something like that.
Fae-ish, yeah. They are basically kind of connected to Fae. So they are, because they have this connection to death in the whole thing they do, is why I think a lot of people kind of make the connection of undead, ghost, spirit, whatever. But they do have like a connection to Fae in a way, at least as far as I could summarize that or figure that out basically. So I honestly, if you ask an Irish person, I don't know, uh, what would you put there? Is it like undead? Would it be fake creature? I don't know what they would say. Maybe it's just a shrug and be like both is good, or maybe it's like no, definitely Fae, and next one would be oh, definitely undead. I don't know. I don't have Irish friends really.
We don't have a certified Irish person with us.
Certified Irish trademark.
I
Or like with this copyright C. Like,
Hello, this is my Irish trademarked friend. How are you doing? Just
my
gonna be
Irish
something
trademarked
or
friend
that.
is also very good.
I'm Irish. Oh
Uh
God.
yeah. If somebody wants to be our Irish trademark, please Please contact us.
Not even friend. You just Irish trademark.
Trademark. You are a connection.
You are our Irish trademark. Thank you. You just stand there.
I'm not offering friendship to just anybody. I have standards. They might be low, but I have standards.
Oh, oh, okay. I was about to be like super happy about like, oh, you see me as a friend, and then I was like, oh, this just you just have a really low threshold of getting friends. Okay, okay, okay.
No,
I see.
that's not what I
I
said.
see how it
That's not
is.
what I said.
I will go find my own Irish trademark friend. Just I will. It's fine.
And they will continue this podcast. I am out. Bye.
I will replace you with someone who knows
Uh,
about banshees, like
so,
actually knows about them.
so in a few episodes, if suddenly I'm gone, it's I have been appraised by an Irish trademark. So
If you're from Ireland and this offends you, for
this is
us
an
small,
open.
this
Yeah,
is
sorry.
this is an open call for anyone from Ireland to, I don't know,
We
roundhouse
have
kick us
opened
to the moon.
applications. We
That
have opened
also.
application for Irish trademark, but also
Also, you can roundhouse
if
kick us to the moon if any
yeah,
of the things that we
sure.
say are
I mean, I am German
horrible.
trademark. Hello. I'm your German
I
trademark friend?
I am a nin.
Yes.
I am nin.
Mm,
Hello. Nin
interesting.
trademarked. I yes. Nin marked. Oh, anyway,
We
Banshee.
are going off rails again so
Today is
hard.
not a good
Oh,
day of recording, and we
no.
apologize. But also, if you're here still, are you really complaining?
You can complain. It's okay. If it's, I hope it's constructive. You can just scream your we're bullshit. That's okay. Just don't expect us to interact with that. um, I have no chill for people just screaming at me. I'm dumb. I just have
So
no
you
chill.
would not handle banshees well.
I don't know. They scream I'm dumb. They scream, "Hey, your cousin twice removed died. Please look after them. Please
Imagine banshees just coming
chill."
to tell you, "Hey, this person from your family that you really fucking despise and hate has died," and you're just like, they're like,
Party.
"Cool, nice, thanks." Banshee just like wailing. They're like, "Aren't you supposed to be sad? Someone died." You're like, "Nope, they were an asshole. They can rot with the
Ah.
rest."
Honestly, I think a banshee has the ability to read a room and know how you would react. I mean, if they are spirits that kind of basically watch over you and tell you, "Hey, that person has died," I think they could gauge a reaction. If they can basically predict death, they could. I think they should be able to predict how
So
you're going to react to something, and it's
instead
like
of wailing and like sad singing and noises, this banshee appears with like
blasting
sunglasses on
Beyonce
and
out
just
of the
are like, "Fuck yeah, it's party time!" It's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, that bastard that you hated died. You're like, "Oh shit, fuck yeah!"
just a banshee with the fucking
Boombox.
boombox blasting Beyonce. I'm like, what? Just what? Okay,
A
that's
happy
cool.
banshee
Oh
instead.
god, yeah, that would be
Oof.
amazing. Yeah, I mean it's a choice, I guess.
It really
But
is.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like you like it's more this wailing, and you're like in respect for the banshee are like, "Oh, thank you so much for telling me," and
You wait
"Oh,
for
this
her
is
to
so
leave
sad,"
and then
and
you're
then
like,
she leaves and you're like, "Yes!" I think that would be more appropriate to keep your general happiness about the demise of somebody you did not like
yeah,
doing
maybe
so.
not over indulge in the happiness of
Yeah.
a literal person dying. That
Yeah, that'd be
kind of like
sudden,
an
yeah.
asshole move, even if it's someone you really
Kind of,
hate.
yeah.
Just a little
It's
bit.
like,
Also, if they're like
yeah.
fey, a little bit of like fey, a hintish of fey in them, I would imagine that the rule of don't be rude or other
Don't be a
way.
dick.
Don't be a dick in
Yeah.
front of like the Fae or something like that would apply to
Don't be
Banshee
a
as
dick
well.
in general. Like,
I
Like
mean,
let's
true.
let's envelop the like that. Let's open up that rule to just don't be a dick to people. That'd be nice.
Don't
And
be a penis.
don't be
Be a happy instead. Din din.
that has been our PSA. Yeah.
Don't be a penis.
Be just yeah, be cool. Be chill. Be nice. Except for if somebody rejects your human rights, then fuck them up. Anyway, banshees. Banshees
Yeehaw.
are cool, but how would a banshee look that we would make other than blasting Beyonce or any type of female pop star to just jazz you up that somebody died? Because I don't think that would be a good idea generally, to be
I
honest.
mean, hmm.
Hmm. But I do kind of like if we go this route of mortician banshee kind of, or like I don't know why,
Oh,
uh,
like them sending message of yeah, this one has
or
died.
first responder banshee. I don't know, trying to save lives, and then yeah, no. Or like that person, or like just a medical doctor, like that person who basically has to tell you X person has died, but just being a banshee going, I don't know how banshees do, but like basically wailing at you and you just nod and you're like, oh no, no, not Patrick, no. I don't know.
But imagine like death, as in like the Grim Reaper,
Yeah.
piling something like Sims style, just standing there over the corpse and just being like, okay, they died, and then like they just either turn around or call, and they're like, oh yeah, hey Banshee, could you please go tell this person that their long line cousin has died, and Banshee's like, yeah, got it. Just opens an ethereal door next to the person who's probably like sleeping and just starts yelling and wailing, and then just closes the ethereal door and leaves. Just that's it, and then you just have a person sitting there in the bed like, what the fuck?
What just happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, just like an alarm, like an alarm of, but like really pissed at their like their or her job. Just the banshee
Oh
just being
god.
like,
I
okay, I
mean,
will go tell, and then they just like appear and just start wailing and yelling, and they're like, okay, ciao, well done, goodbye, fucker.
then I just made it even darker in my head. Just imagine like after like natural catastrophes like a tornado, flood or whatever. Just after that, like a bunch of banshees visiting families and just wailing at them. Just if anybody could hear that, you have just a city, just the sound of wailing filling the empty streets, and you're just like, oh shit.
It's some Silent Hill shit.
Yeah. Like oh my god, like the sirens in Silent Hill, it's just banshees. Oh god, this is dark. But
Banshee sirens.
yeah, yeah. Oh god, but I don't think that that brought us anywhere with character creation. Um,
Nope,
Bill the
just
Banshee.
made me horrified. Thank
Yeah,
you.
me too. Because even though it's kind of like scary and sad, I think uh banshees are just they are basically the messenger, and it's like a neutral thing. They just tell you that somebody has died. It's neither good nor bad. I mean, the fact that somebody has died is sad and bad, but they are kind of neutral. So it
Yeah, I
just
would
what
see
they
them as
yeah,
like just a messenger, but
yeah.
also I know like the whole wailing and crying thing is the whole thing, but imagine them just at some point, like they always start with the like wailing and crying and the sad stuff, and then all of the humans are always just like afraid and stuff like that, or don't understand what she's trying to message them, and she just one time just snaps and just goes, for fuck's sake, your cousin died, this is where he died, go mourn this fucker, fucking fuck's sake, and it's just her just leaving in her like
Well, I can imagine like them just starting cursing in Gaelic or like Irish. Gaelic was like that was Irish, right?
I have
Like
no
the
idea.
or was it Scotland? Shit, I think it was Irish. Um, or like Ireland language from there. But yeah, just because I feel like they are like this very Irish thing, and just imagine this fairy woman visiting you and speaking an old language you've never learned because you didn't grow up in Ireland and have like maybe your f- like a 10th Irish from like your ancestors, whatever. And then you're like, I don't know what you're saying, but from context clues, I think somebody has died. Do I know them? Nope. Mm, still sad, but thank you for the information.
Imagine Banshee with modern clothes on.
That'd be
Just like a
amazing.
hoodie and jeans, and you just see like this lady floating towards you, and then she's just like, bitch, you're all like really long lineage cousin or whoever uncle has died. Here you go. Okay, go on your business. Bye, bitch. We still don't have a like basically a messenger banshee, but she's like, I don't know, depressed and really hates her job.
Oh no, I don't want to make her sad. I don't want to make a sad banshee.
Well, maybe not sad, but like really fucking done. Like just so fucking done. It's like I just want to chill and stuff, but these fuckers keep dying, and I need to keep like send them messages. I just want to have good time, listen to just some screamo or something like that, and just
Oh my
have
god. Oh my
time.
god. Let's because you said screamo and because again I love that one real Ghostbusters episode so much. Just a banshee who becomes a musician, but like a screamo musician, like a
Yes,
screamo metal.
but also she has to do messages every now and then, so it's
No,
like
she does that through the songs. And you're like, okay, I know these people listen to my band. I'm gonna make this song for this person so they will know. Or like just
so just in the middle of a song you just hear your full fucking name and just hear your fucking uncle just fucking died. And you're just like, oh.
but it's like but it's like screamo, and honestly, screamo is not a particular genre of metal I like, or like not d- just metal, but like a subgenre I really like. So I'm just there sitting there like I don't understand a word. It's just screaming to me. So basically, she would have delivered the message, but nobody would fucking know because nobody understands what the hell she's screaming about.
Yeah, basically, I love that. That's great. She is the lead singer of a band,
Yes.
of a screamo band. Do we have a name for her? It seems
Let's.
like we have decided it's her now. So
Yeah, I mean, banshees are like female spirits exclusively, so sure, let's go with that. Um, maybe we should go with like, oh god, how do Irish names work? The only name I can up with is Siobhan, just because I know a person from the internet with that name, and I think it's Irish. I'm not sure. So that's the only name I currently can come up with.
I'm just here like, oh no. I think I have a friend who has Irish heritage, so their name, both of their names are Irish, but I can't use them because otherwise I'm just gonna be like, oh yes,
Call
my
out
friend. It would be really
my friend,
awkward.
the
I
screamo pop star.
I know this friend doesn't really like podcasts, so they would never find out. But I mean, some other friend of mine would
Technically,
probably tell them. So maybe I should
yeah,
know.
somebody would snitch. Yeah, so let's not do that. So let's go with Siobhan. I think that could be. If it's not Irish, we can change that later. We will add that. We will pin a comment and correct that. But I mean, I could just quickly look it up. Just let me get my phone.
Go to the babynames.org or
No,
whatever
no,
it
no.
is.
The thing is, the way Irish names are spelled is different than they are pronounced in a lot of ways. I found like I as a person have difficulty pronouncing that.
Oh yeah, it's one of
So
those language things. I don't
yeah.
personally like that, but also a lot of people don't like how Finnish works because it's a piece of shit language. So who am I to tell anything?
So Siobhan or Siobhan, I think it's Siobhan,
I'm not
is
gonna
an
try to pronounce.
Irish
That's her name. Her
female
stage
Irish name.
name is Banshee. Like
Yes,
she's just
the
literally
band
like,
name. No, the band name is Banshee.
yep.
Perfect. We got this. Amazing. We figured this out all on our own.
There's at least one song that's called "Screaming for Joy," which is made for someone
Very
who's
hyped about, yeah.
some asshole who is really excited about their some asshole family member dying. That's like it. Okay, we got Banshee. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name. You know how good I am at trying to pronounce
then
names.
I'm gonna then I'm gonna do it because I already am bad at pronouncing names and I always still do it because I kind of have to. So it's Siobhan, the Banshee screamo singer. She is amazing. She is very cool and she does a lot of music and she will tell you if your family member has died. So,
I think we're getting close to being done here. Thank you everyone for listening to our podcast.
thank you
Um,
so much.
yeah. As always, stay safe. Be careful. Don't get eaten
Don't get screamed at.
or bitten or whatever you do with monsters. Uh, and we will talk to you next time. If you have any ideas for topics, feel free to suggest them through Twitter or comment section. And we will talk to you in the next episode. Bye. Run, say bye.
Yeah, it doesn't record again. I said bye twice. Fuck you. Okay. Bye. Fucking hell.